Hello friends, today we are going to start the next poem of Hornbill, The Laburnum Top, composed by Ted Hughes. Laburnum Top, basically it's a poem which is giving you a message of the relationship or the mutual relationship between the laburnum tree and the goldfinch bird. Laburnum tree, it's a short tree with hanging branches, yellow flowers and poisonous seeds. And goldfinch is a small singing bird with yellow feather on its wing. So these two are actually exchanging. They have just giving and taking relationship, give and take relationship maintaining. So let's start the poem. In the beginning of the poem, poet is showing us the laburnum tree, which is actually very silent, which is looking like a dead, which is actually very passive, no activeness, no movement in the laburnum tree. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight. It is the time of autumn season, and autumn season, you all know that it's a symbol of yellowish, like passiveness in the atmosphere, no movement and no activeness all over. So the tree is very much silent, quite still means no movement is there. Like you can say that no one is taking shelter into the laburnum tree because of the autumn season. All the trees, all the leaves are all the leaves are shedding, and leaves are turning yellow also, so they are just shedding. So no one is taking shelter into the tree, no insect, no bird, no wild animal, they are taking shelter under or on the tree. So in the beginning, laburnum top is very much silent. There is no movement, and like it is a dead like. Come to the next stanza. What happened in the next stanza? Like laburnum tree started moving, and all the movement, all the action started in the laburnum tree. Till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup. So everywhere there was a silence in the laburnum tree. It was looking like a dead tree. But when the goldfinch, which is a singing little bird, it enters into the laburnum tree. When it comes with a twitching chirrup means a sudden jerk movement. When it enters with a sound. So what happened? It like trees started like movement. It was a sudden jerk, sudden movement into the tree. It started because goldfinch entered into the tree. A suddenness, a startlement at a branch end. So when goldfinch enters and reached at the branch end, what happened? You can just feel the suddenness, a startlement. Startlement means a sudden shock. Suddenly movement started. Everything was in shock condition. Like before few minutes only, everywhere there was silent, but after goldfinch entering into the tree, everywhere there was a jerk movement, there was action, and the trees get its life back. Then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt. Now, when goldfinch appears at the branch end, it enters into the thickness of the tree like a lizard. How lizard entered, like how lizard crawl on the wall, like a sleek. Sleek means like swift, very alert and abrupt. Rapidly it enters, it just moves. And goldfinch, like a lizard, it enters into the thickness of the tree, and a machine starts up. And machine of the tree means you can say that the engine of the tree finally starts up, and when the engine starts up, machine starts working. In the same way, goldfinch, like it is a compared with an engine only. When the engine start, the machine of the tree also starts up, and all the movement starts into the tree. So everywhere the sound can be heard of chitterings and the tremor of the wings and trilling. Actually, inside the tree, goldfinch baby bird are sitting inside the tree, and when goldfinch entered into the tree, it started feeding them. She actually enters with the food for the bird, for the baby bird, and because she just feed them, she started feeding them, so they started creating sound. It was the sound of the birds chittering, chirping. They started fluttering the wings. It was a tremor of the wings, sound of the wings, and trilling. Like everywhere we can feel the sound of trilling into the tree. The whole tree trembles and thrills. The whole tree started trembling. Trembling means started moving, started shaking, and it was filled with excitement. Thrill means excitement. So excitement, it comes when the movement start, when the action start, and the action of the tree started after entering the goldfinch and feeding the bird inside the tree. All the movement started, the sound of chirping of birds, trilling, shaking of the tree, and the excitement. It is the engine of a family. Actually, I already told you goldfinch is like an engine of a family, and when the engine start, whole machine starts working. So it was the head of the family. She stalks its full, then flirts out to a branch end. She stalks its full means she is the goldfinch bird, and she feeds them, and they were like totally she had given them food, and they all were happy to get the food. सारा उसने पूरा अच्छे से खिला दिया उनको. Then flirts out to a branch end. Then flirts out means then leads out. Then it finally came out to the branch end where it started from. उसने जहाँ से start किया था, like at the end she came back till the branch end, showing her bared face identity mask. When she has reached after feeding the birds. She has reached at the branch end after feeding the bird. Her identity is being revealed. Poet is showing us the bared identity of goldfinch. Bared means stripy. Stripe on the goldfinch bird. You can just see over her. आप देख सकते हैं उस पे. तो poet is just showing us like goldfinch is finally coming out. Poet is assuring us कि वो finally आ गई है tree से बाहर. Then with airy delicate whistle chirrup whispering. Then with airy delicate means with a strange delicate whistle, because now goldfinch when it is coming out, it is actually creating a sound of whistle. So it's a very delicate sound. Airy means strange delicate sound. It's kind of whistling, chirping, whispering. Whispering means maybe she is going out, so she is bidding goodbye to her babies, and finally she is coming out. She launches away. She launches away means again after feeding she flies away. वो उड़ जाती है फिर से towards the infinite. Infinite here is the sky. Sky is endless, sky is infinite. So she flies towards the sky finally after feeding the bird. And at the end, Laburnum tree is seen, and the Laburnum subsides to empty. Laburnum slowly and gradually diminish to empty. धीरे धीरे करके वो फिर से silent हो जाता है. No motion, stillness, because now the birds inside the tree, the baby birds inside the tree, they are also silent because they are full now. They have been feeded by its mother, their mother. Now maybe they are sleeping, they are again silent. So Laburnum tree is also becoming silent here.